Hi guys, Will the Whitetail guy with the Whitetail Hunting Consultant. It's a beauty, isn't she? I'm up here this weekend on one of my leases and doing some prep work. You hear me say it all the time. July is sweat equity month. It's when the serious hunters get out, they start putting up tree stands, they start shooting their bows, they start prepping for the fall food plots that they're going to install. And I love this plot. I just sprayed it, disc it under. I'll come back in a couple more weeks, spray it one more time before planting in the middle of August. One reason why I love it, the setup. You can see a great big ag field behind me. And it's a great afternoon set because the deer are bedded here in two different places, here and here. You got a great southwest wind. So in the afternoon, you can hunt this on a southwest wind. What I really like about it is my wife, who took up hunting last year, on her second hunt, killed her first buck, a really nice 8-pointer, 3-year-old that, it's really funny. When we walked up to it, like most hunters, she said, "I thought it was bigger." So I thought you would get a real kick out of that. But let me tell you about stand placement. Stand placement is very, very key, especially on food plots, if you're hunting ag fields, or even in the woods. So many times I have been on deer leases where people set up their stands right on the deer trail. And you're setting yourself up for failure, especially mature deer, especially mature does. And sometimes does that are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old are harder to fool than a rutting buck that's the same age. So, number one, don't set up your tree stands right on deer trails. Do not set your stand right on the food plot where you are just exposed. When a deer comes out to eat or drink water, they're on full alert, man. I mean, a lot of people will just set up in these trees right on the edge. That is you're just setting yourself up for failure. This stand is about a little further, about 10 yards into the woods. Now, it does limit your shots a little bit, but you see more deer and you're given the opportunity to take a deer by it being off in the woods like I've got it set up here. But stand placement is key. Stand placement, you need to, again, you know what I like about this, and I said this in an earlier video, the sun sets behind it. I know this is not a morning stand. Now you can set in this stand in the morning during the rut. But that's not why I got this food plot here. That's not why I set the stand there. I set it for afternoon hunts. There are afternoon stands, there are morning stands. There's some stands you can hunt both morning and afternoon. There's some stands that are only good during the rut. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. I'm going to take you to a stand that I only hunt during the rut. And the setup is phenomenal. But I don't go into early season or only during the rut. But this stand here is perfect, man. You got the great wind. The deer are bedded off in front of you, so you'll get to see them come through the woods as they get out to the plot before they go to the big ag field, which is corn and soybeans. So stand placement is so important, and I can help you do that. That's what I do. I'm here to help you become a better deer hunter. I'm here to help your deer herd become better, and I'm also here to make your neighbors really, really jealous, because success is really why we do this, right? I mean, to be successful. And that's not talking about killing, but just to see deer, to know that you're helping your deer herd, to know that you had an opportunity to harvest a deer, but you didn't because of age, or you just didn't feel like it, or it was not the deer that you had targeted. And that's what hunting's about, is just, and I talked about that in an earlier video I made last week. It is a spiritual experience. And even doing prep work is a spiritual experience for me, to be a guardian or a land manager of God's creation and God's creatures. So remember, be very aware, be well aware where your deer are bedded, wind direction, and don't set up on the very edges. Don't do that. Get off a little bit and just imagine what those deer are looking at, or what the deer can see once they come into a plot or an ag field, because they're on high alert, man. Everything's got to be okay, and you know, after a while they relax, and it's a better hunting experience when you shoot at a deer that's relaxed, not at full alert. Anyway, hope this tip helped you, and give me a call. I can help you. I can do the same at your property. This is Will, the Whitetail Guy, for the Whitetail Hunting Consultant. Thanks so much. God bless.